welcome.
Happy New Year, sluts.
Back. Did you miss us? I'm sure you did.
Wow.
Hopefully you made it into 2022. With
what does that
happiness.
mean, Mandii?
What you gotta let me finish.
Oh.
Clearly they made it to 2022 because they listen to us right now. But I was gonna say with happiness, with love, with prosperity. Hopefully you had your motherfucking black eyed peas and ham hocks and collard greens on the first, like everybody else, like you should, because that's what you're supposed to do.
If you're Latino, you have pernil.
You said what?
If you're Latino, you have pernil.
Oh, you had pernil. You know that's Latina shit, because you know how many niggas I know that just don't eat pork?
I mean, yeah.
But I told you all the Muslims now they're all black. Like all the black people I know are Muslims. And so clearly they're not eating pork.
Well, shout out
I had to make my collard greens with turkey.
When Mandii said, what's that thing she wore on her head? Beautiful woman with a thing on her head.
It was. It doesn't
they're
matter.
They're not all hijabs, bro.
They're not all that, right? They're all could be, it could have been a scarf. Bitch, it could have been a bonnet. There's other things that.
But you ain't
I don't know about a
it.
bonnet.
But people wear different things on their head more than just hijabs.
It was given you ain't no hijab at the time.
It was given it could have been something else. It was given it could have been a beret. It was given it could have been literally anything.
Not a beret, girl.
Bitch.
A beret.
Anyway.
It could have been a headband.
If you have never heard our show, this banter is quite common. We are the podcasters, Mandii and Weezy of Horrible Decisions on the Black Effect Network.
Wow.
We talk about kinks. We talk about nasty things, destigmatizing them for the Black community.
Ooh.
And today we are going to be talking about pornography because it is my resolution not to watch it until my birthday.
Ooh.
Wait, seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you start the new year off not wanting to watch porn?
So I read a book.
Bitch, that means you can't get on Twitter.
Damn, I'd probably put sensitive controls.
You might need to like really censor your Twitter because I told you that's where I watch my porn.
Yeah.
So it started like this. I want to give a shout out to Julie K, one of my favorite porn stars. I don't even know if she does anything special. No offense, because I really love you, Julie. But when I say that, it's just because she's so hot. She's just like my dream type of like, if I had to like build a bitch, and I say that with due respect, it would look like Julie K. And like, she's just really hot. Like the sounds she makes, like everything she does in porn, I'm just into it. I like it. So I was watching, wasn't even thinking about porn, was over it. Scrolled on my timeline, Julie K's fucking, gets cream pied. And then I spend the next 3 hours masturbating. All because you just made a good point, Twitter. And I was like, damn, bro, like porn will ruin my fucking day. If I didn't have porn and I masturbated, would I have felt more satisfied? But then I had to keep looking. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I already told you, I don't know what the porn algorithms are on Twitter, but the way I have to stay off between 1 and 3, I think they like aim towards the lunch break for people. But my whole timeline is nothing but dicks and Buddha holes at about between 1 and 3. And I'm like, if I don't want to masturbate, let me just stay off Twitter. Because once I see it on my timeline, a bitch start clicking, a bitch start following. And now I go into my bed. I'm just going to go in my bed. I'm going to masturbate. And this is going to force me to take a nap right now. And I don't want to take a nap. So I stay off my Twitter timeline.
Porn can energize me depending on the mood.
No, porn makes me like, okay, bust a nut. Take a nap.
Maybe because it's your ritual too.
It is. Yeah. That's my goddamn ritual.
Well, we know I masturbate on a flight, hun. So anyway,
wow.
Your Brain on Porn is a book my friend Miko sent me. Shout out to Miko. He is the talent cast at Fuse. And I don't think he sent it for any reason, just like more than
educational purpose.
Yeah. But also maybe I was drunk and told him about how I'm addicted to porn. And when I say addicted to porn, I don't mean all the way. I just mean like porn makes me ramp up masturbating. So reading the book really taught me a lot of things. And I'm not saying it necessarily pushed me away or that I don't think porn can be healthy. I think I'm just at the point where it's unhealthy. So made me dig into it, start looking up shit. And that's really why I wanted to talk about porn today. Plus, I feel like the most fun episodes we have are when we watch porn, kind of like that time that girl fucking...
I was just watching that.
Sharted into...
Yeah, that was hilarious.
She was like...
She was just farting.
I don't feel well. That was great. That was fun. Do you remember that, Mandii?
Oh, Mandii just put you guys together in doll form.
You know
what?
That's cute. Sorry.
I just wanted
not New Year, new me, baby.
I wanted our mugs to show branding. We have to work on
never mind.
branding over here. But yeah.
Speaking of the YouTube and what you're looking at right now, this is the most comfortable Horrible Decisions merch we've ever had, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, this is, well, I mean, I think our women's sweats are really good quality. And I mean, everything else is t-shirts. I think all of our merch is good quality. This is just probably,
but it's just cozy.
This is something that we've it's actually unisex. So the sizing is unisex.
Here we go.
And it's all black and white because Weezy swears we have a lot of male listeners. We do, but we don't. And so she just kept wanting something very unisex. So it's also probably our most basic design. But
I love
I'm
basic
excited.
minimal
Sometimes
shit,
simple.
though.
You're right.
No, simple is good. And also black and white, but also it's winter now.
Yeah.
It is black and white. And so are my toes and nails.
Bitches just be wanting to, like, let me hype this up with a dope sneaker because every sneaker that I have, I can wear with this.
Yes.
So
Look at that.
if you haven't yet, go to whorehive.com and get you some Horrible Decisions merch.
Yes, ma'am.
It is up and available. If we ain't still out during the holidays, I don't know.
I'm sure y'all did.
But we going to restock. This is something that'll be restocked. Definitely make it your staple. You can definitely get to wear it, for the next 4 months? It'd be cold till like April, right? April, May?
April, May.
It'd be
If
cool
you in
to
New
like.
York.
This is a good dick appointment outfit too. This is my new airplane outfit. Okay,
so.
This is a good dick appointment
this
outfit.
is everything.
But you definitely want him to take it all the way off before he gets excited. Because if you get pre-cum on this, you are going to see
the
it.
pre-cum, yes.
It's black.
Yeah.
It's just going to be like, what is that?
Why would they
Fuck.
fucking wear clothes to?
Bro, I suck dick with clothes on. So pre-cum and drool, if
you
it gets
suck
on
dick
this.
with a hoodie on?
Like, do you prefer to suck dick with clothes?
I mean, sometimes
Not a hoodie.
sometimes I get excited. I've definitely sucked dick
Imagine
with
putting
a
your
whole
hoodie on while
outfit
you're
on
sucking
before.
dick. Bruh.
Like, what if you're starting while he's in the car? Yes, your hoodie's gonna stay on, and now drool and pre-cum could potentially get on the collar of your hoodie.
Like,
so I'm just telling the
Not
girls,
could potentially.
it could potentially.
This could potentially be a hazard.
I'm just telling the girls, you might want to take it all off because it is black, and the cum and drool will show up on your Horrible Decisions merch. That's all.
We are trying to sell the merch, man.
And I'm just saying, don't suck dick while you in it. That's it. I still want them to buy it. Just don't suck dick while you on.
Take it off.
Take it out.
Just like I did my socks today. All right.
Here we go.
I mean, if you're in the YouTube, I'm only having my feet out because I want you guys to come on here and look at them and then also notice the merch and buy it. Because
It's black and white like the merch.
I need more money.
There you go.
All right. My vanilla shit this week, I really like. New York Post, which they suck. They do some really dumbass headlines, but this one was good. Because they do that shit that is like clickbaity, but I like it. Tech billionaire allegedly kept a spreadsheet of 5,000 women that he had sex with. He is known for fly fishing. His name is Whitefish. Last name is Whitefish. He's known for fly fishing and hiking trails. And in Silicon Valley, he took up residence in a Rocky Mountain, transformed it into this private,
Like getaway, like a whole resort of his own.
like a, I don't know this word, and I'm trying to like
compound.
make it up as I'm going. Hold on.
Compound.
FIEFDOM. Let me look it up. Fifth Dom?
Fine. For what?
Did them
Dome?
niggas have a fucking typo? Fifth Dome is a thief. What's a thief?
What's a fiefdom?
Like a thief? Hold on.
Like a thief?
FIEIF.
Like
I do
FIF?
anything.
An
Some
estate
puss.
of land. Hold on.
Oh, never mind.
Fief. An estate of land, especially one held of feudal service. Nigga, I don't know
What is
what
feudal
it is.
service?
Is this dictionary decision?
I don't know what is feudal. Why do
It's
we
not
have
dictionary.
Why do we have to keep looking up the words in the
Oh
definition?
my God, it's a new year. We really supposed to grow past this shit.
But why are you saying all these words we don't know? And you don't know, and I don't know, and Eden don't know.
My
I
brain
was gonna
hurts.
skip.
What's feudal? What's feudal service? See, now us having to look up the
Now
words
it's
in the
Google
definition
decision.
of the definition.
Feudal.
Feudal.
Like
Is
a
that sex?
fight.
Oh, I have no.
Oh, feudal, like a feud.
This.
No, but that's not it. Political economic system of Europe? No, that can't be it.
All right.
Land and fief. And
Okay, I give up.
they are rich, honey.
Okay,
I
but
want
pretty
a
much
fieful
The
feud.
billionaire had his own little lot of land in the woods for his home.
Okay, so he basically had this estate.
Okay.
A dark den where he would control local law enforcement
Okay.
because it was that big and had a harem of young women.
Wow.
So the allegations of this man.
Oh, wait, he in trouble for this?
No. There were like someone allegedly said
Oh, okay.
that he was ordering his security to like kill the like cams, like making sure that like nothing was caught since he had this harem. He's 57 years old and he employs hundreds of residents and companies that he controls, and he owns a series of luxury safe houses. So he's known for this, but didn't want security to like have any on him, which is
Okay.
kind of ironic. And the reason is because his luxury safe houses house dozens of young women for sex. He had a spreadsheet documenting his sexual encounters with 5,000 women, and even outfitted a local bar that he owned with a basement that had a boom boom room featuring a stripper pole.
Boom boom room.
Make a heart go boom boom, my supernova girl.
Oh, you took it to Disney Channel while I was trying to keep it with
That's where I got it from. Girl, don't let her see Desi. See, no.
He was making noise, bro. We're trying to record. Maybe you should not take your child to work day every time you work.
Wow.
She ate weed. I had to. Also, she just loves you. See, y'all pussy. That bitch looked at you. She ain't look at me.
Well, no, I told her to get him.
So you shouldn't have said it.
Bro, it's crying. I need the audio.
First of all, him and it's hilarious.
Not Mandii, not respected the baby.
You don't know what the pronoun they want to be called. So all animals are its and theys. Okay.
Anyway, so he has this spreadsheet, right? For the boom boom room and this local bar, which has a stripper pole. And the underground enclave is allegedly used to maintain women for the purpose of committing sexual illicit activity. He's actually not bad looking. It's giving Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but when you say young girls, they are all of age?
Yeah, they're just
okay. They're just like above 18.
Mm-hmm. So someone then put a complaint up because they found the spreadsheet where they're seeking $800 million in damages.
For what? What's the damages? Because they found the spreadsheet?
No. Like locking him up in the bar.
Oh.
Yeah, but if
he had a basement in a bar.
But if he has a harem, a lot of that can still be consensual.
It could have been consensual, but if he had a fucking harem of bitches in a local bar and you working in a bar, imagine if Eden, who works at WTFmediastudios.com, please book some time.
265 kind of.
If Eden was working here and found out in the closet that I had, like, what the fuck?
He can't do nothing. That person may be consented to be your slave. Like,
but that's illegal sexual activity. There shouldn't be going on in his workplace.
Yeah,
Eden, are you suing me or not?
Yeah, but technically, someone being in your closet, like when we talk about BDSM, there's things that can happen. Like I remember when I was hanging with King Noir and his sub. His sub sat on the floor and went and got him a drink. This was still considered.
Did she get up to go get it? She crawled.
Oh, she may have crawled. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Oh wow.
But like she had to ask permission to even speak. And this is an act of BDSM, though sexual in nature because they have this dynamic, there wasn't sex going on. Right. So I feel like just because I have a harem of bitches and I have a bar where all of these women are, even though I'm having sex with them, if it's not happening in front of you, this is my harem of hoes. Like, you being uncomfortable with my lifestyle shouldn't seat for a lawsuit. Like, bitch, I've been around Mayweather. Mayweather has all his women around him all the time. And I'm sure he has sex with these women. These are all his women. It doesn't mean like that I can sue him because, oh my God, I'm uncomfortable with your lifestyle. You know what I mean? So I don't think that there's a basis for this lawsuit.
I don't think that if I'm at work, I need to be subject to your sexual lifestyle and you doing certain things with women.
Yeah, then maybe you shouldn't have applied for this job.
But he didn't know. That's why they're suing them. The job is working in a bar. You had a fucking basement with bitches in it.
No, I don't know. To me, there had to be something where he knew to me what was going on. Like, I know if I'm applying at a titty bar. I know if I'm applying at
it was a fucking local bar, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. If sex was not being had in there, what the fuck are you suing for? I'm the owner. These are all my bitches. And if you don't want to serve them drinks, bye.
Mandii, they were under the fucking, they were in a basement.
Do you know how many basement bars there are in New York City? I be having to walk downstairs to all these little motherfuckers. You feel me? There be hella bars in basements in New York.
Are y'all telling me there's no fucking case or crime here, nigga? Like,
I don't think that there's a crime here. Do you think that, do you hear a crime here? Oh, okay. Do you hear a crime, Wolf?
The guy had a spreadsheet of women that he fucked and the employees confirmed.
Bro, you have the niggas you fucked in the notes of your phone.
Wow.
So I could sue you because I know your list right there.
Girl, anyway.
I don't see a crime. You feel me? A lot of people keep lists of the people
I think the crime is that they were in the workplace. That sounds kind of nuts.
Bro, so you ain't had nobody up in here that you don't fuck before?
But I didn't lock them up and like leave them while people are working here.
You didn't leave them while... Wait, what? Say that again?
The whole thing that people are pissed off about that worked at this place is like, if you had girls locked up in a basement in a place that I'm working and you're leaving me there and there's these fucking girls chained up, like that's a problem.
Okay, chaining people up and holding them captive is different than your harem of women that are in closets that could be a part of your BDSM routine. Yeah. Like keeping women against their will is completely different than just having a harem of slaves in a basement. Like those are two different things.
Yeah.
Like one is kidnapping. Yes. Yes, you deserve to be charged. And now I feel as though I was involved because I'm working here and I could have saved women, as opposed to women who are consenting to being in this basement as a part of your harem.
Is he not wrong to be mixing his work and sex life though?
There it is.
No, do you know how many fucking CEOs get their dick sucked in their office?
Yes.
Like, as long as you're not, like, to me, I don't know.
That's not like appropriate for the
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that's appropriate at all. Just because CEOs do it, like, for example, like me and Alex make a joke, Alex and I make a lot of jokes about who like ever had sex in the studio. Like, I do find that to be disrespectful, like to the work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, why would we do that?
Why would I fuck here when I know Yomi got
Is it because it's your workplace? Because you used to talk about how you masturbated at work all the time. That's a sex act.
In the bathroom.
That's still in your workplace.
Well, nigga, I didn't employ people then. Now I do.
Oh, so you're just a hypocrite. Okay, that works too.
How does it make me a hypocrite?
Because you just said doing sexual acts in your workplace is gross and disrespectful to the company.
It's fucked up.
But you used to masturbate at work.
Not here, right?
No, at her other job.
I've never masturbated here
yet.
But what I'm saying is,
she masturbated in an airplane fucking bathroom.
Hear me out.
What about everyone on the plane?
I
can't consent to you masturbating in
it wasn't
in an
my job to make the place of work safe. Now it is. Right?
I just don't think,
for example, sexual harassment shit, right? If I found out that something happened with an employee and they were like, I have to realize like that's up to me now. So like bringing sex to the workplace and potentially making it an uncomfortable place. They come in here all the time to edit shit, right? They don't have shit going on. They may come at midnight to do shit.
The lines are blurred because the lines are blurred here also because you've sat here and done sex positions on guests. We just got played with fire play last year in the studio. We've had full BDSM demonstrations.
But hold on. The content of my show is what they're getting paid to film.
Okay.
Right? That's a job.
Right.
Them coming into work and I'm fucking on the couch is totally different.
No, that's why you would fuck after hours, of course. Like, you know when people are going to be
But that's what I'm saying. This is their workplace. They're
really
free to come when they want. That's something that we allow employees to do.
Eden, have you ever jacked your dick off? Like when you were in here, like editing some audio or video?
This is probably the last place I jacked my dick off.
Thank you.
It just does. It's not a place that really makes you hard.
Yeah, and there's also cameras.
Oh, there's cameras in here.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Oh, that's why. Okay, then that makes sense.
Oh, no, I mean, that's not because of the cameras. What?
Not you bringing up the cameras as the afterthought.
It's not because of the cameras.
Actually, there's also cameras. I don't want to see
there also are cameras here.
And just to say, the cameras do have sound.
They do have sound.
Do you moan when you jack your dick off?
Okay.
No.
Do you make?
I'm more like it's more like a squint.
Like, do you hear the wind when you?
Oh no, I don't like beat my dick off like that.
Oh, it's really soft. You just play with the tip.
I just kind of like swivel.
Swivel your dick.
Yeah.
You swiveling your dick.
Like a chair.
Not you swiveling your dick.
It's a nice swivel, you know?
Okay.
I don't know if I ever wanted to know this. Now this is workplace harassment. But
I'm consenting to the question.
Hold on. But there's a different part of this, right?
Is there?
Eden, we have at our studio a producer fee. And within that producer fee, you can pay for someone to be a C-mic. Or because a lot of people that record alone, they may need some back and forth. Eden is technically getting paid to do that.
To talk about me checking out my dick.
He knows the content.
World.
He is not.
He knows the content of the show.
He is not getting paid to tell us that he swivels his dick.
Damn. Now the whole world knows that I swivel my dick.
You be swiveling your dick, nigga. Oh, weird ass Eden.
Sorry.
All right.
Not a swivel dick.
It's like a swivel.
Okay. For dirt for the week. I thought we should give best tips that we've been given.
Okay.
From a man, from a woman.
Okay.
My best tip from a man, I was young when I got this tip, and it's a super basic tip, but I have really big teeth, as you guys can see. And I was scraping his dick because his dick was just too fat. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So he told me, like, completely grandma, and I feel like this is a really basic tip that a lot of people don't know. And you got your head.
That should feel very good too.
And you gotta really look like.
For those of y'all who don't know what she looks like the characters from Beetlejuice.
I ain't
You know the ones with the big noses with the closed mouths? Yeah.
Well, guess what?
You took me directly
Guess
to
who make
Beetlejuice.
you a great dick clucker?
Okay.
That's how my grandma, she ain't got her teeth. What's your best
My best tip from a man, ironically, was to use hands. And I know that there's like the no hands song, but a lot of
The
men.
no hands song.
There is a no hands.
I know,
think it's
You
just
do
like
it
it
with no
sounds
hands,
sexier.
gonna do your dance, whatever. But no, like a lot of us realistically, especially for the size queens, it's almost impossible to really get
Your whole
past
hand
the
on-
tip.
Yeah.
Like when sucking dick. Like when a man has a really long and girthy dick, when you really see how far
what a
you're getting
dream.
down on it, you're not really getting that far. And a lot of them do enjoy their shaft still getting attention. So more so just like to use hands. And that's kind of just been something that I incorporated. Even if, especially when they're big, like just go ahead and drool, let the spit get all the way to the base.
And
And
spit
even
all
if you just rest your hand all the way at the base, like where it's right above the balls, and just play with it there, then use your mouth for the tip. But a lot of times, like you're not fitting the whole dick in your mouth. So I would say using hands has been encouraged during head.
Not Mandii giving a tutorial.
Two-handed tutorial.
You know what? I do that, bitch.
The two-handed
the salt
tutorial.
shaker.
Two-handed
That's another
tutorial.
one. The salt shaker.
So, best tip you've ever gotten from a woman?
First off, I don't need tips because bitch, I does what it does. I just be told.
Do you know
I'm
I
the
felt
best
like
they
she was
never
gonna do
had.
this? I
I'm
really
just the best
felt
that
like
they
she was
never
gonna
had.
do this.
No, I'll be honest with you. Clearly because I'm a woman who likes long nails. The encouragement to either round them out like this. Coffin nails and pointy nails are not
coughing like I'm doing.
coffin shaped are not ideal nail shapes when fingering a woman. Almond and round shapes just are a lot better. The edges aren't sharp and they're not really going to scratch.
Yeah.
And then of course just keeping them low
Right.
also helps. So to me, if you're going to be fingering anywhere, the Buddha hole, even the motherfucking pussy, whatever, round shape or oval shaped or almond shaped.
Is that why yours are round?
Kind of. Not really. I mean,
Never know what'll happen.
well, no. Also, I'm still talking to my ex, and he hates my long ghetto Bronx nails.
Girl, not you fucking doing your nails with your
These are
ex.
even. This is even his favorite color. Like
I do have a question. Speaking of ex, do you still go to the sex club even though you guys aren't together? Does it feel?
I haven't been. I did actually. No, I went to a high protocol dinner, which was really nice.
What's that?
What is a high
turned
protocol dinner?
So I went with when you guys listened to the Sir Marvelous episode, he was doing a live demonstration. It was beautiful. I want to get the burlesque dancer in here, but it was actually really, really, really dope. So it was a really high-end dinner. Everyone wore like gowns and tuxedos. Cute. Everyone was really dressed up, and pretty much you had big letters and little letters. All of the big letters, which would be like the doms, the masters, they all sat at the table and were served by the subs, the little letters.
What?
So literally there
Why
was
they call it letters?
like, just because big letter, little letter. I don't know. Like, so sub, slave, anything that you would consider a submissive was a little letter. The big letters were the doms, the masters, and all of that. And so when we sat at the table, all of the subs were called in and they waited on you all night. They had already ate upstairs before we had even gotten there.
What's this restaurant?
It wasn't a restaurant. It was a Limitless Lux, I believe, threw it on. Shout out to Limitless Lux. It was just wonderfully done.
That's interesting.
And so pretty much if you wanted to eat, if you wanted to drink, your sub stood behind you. They all had like lingerie. I actually had the only male sub there. And it got me into thinking if I ever really want a sub. So literally he wore a collar, a cardigan, and then like a jock strap.
Nice.
And he stood there and I was like, can you go get me another drink? And he would go and get me another drink. As we were eating our meals, the main master was like, they knew like certain hand signals and they all stood at attention and then like walked out of the dining room.
Wonder if they were getting turned on.
It was really
Probably.
Well, during the dinner, there was a burlesque performer. That was amazing. And then once dinner and dessert were served, then Sir Marvelous did his really intimate scene. Like he did the fire play. He did kind of what you guys may have seen at the DC live show, except he ended up tying her to a cross. So her arms were up while he flogged her.
Not the Lord.
Yes. Well, it wasn't this type of cross. It was like an X. But it's called a something cross. There we go. It's called a St. John's cross, but it's not really a cross. And then leading into the play party, he actually fisted her and made her squirt with the fire. So it got really intense. And that was my first time watching fisting live.
Around the food?
No, the food was already gone.
Around the food.
The food was gone. I literally said after dinner, after dessert, right before the play party.
I just want to know if you was at the plate still.
No.
Was it like a mystery dinner?
The table had been completely removed. Okay. It wasn't a mystery dinner. You got to select if you wanted beef or fish. So it was steak and fish served.
Ooh, what kind of fish?
Before going whitefish.
Because you can't have it be too stank at a sex party.
Did you
No, it was good. It was like roasted potatoes. Ooh. And like I said, they had a cocktail hour. Mel, who came and did our pegging episode, he was the bartender. Nice. He's a part of throwing the event together. Shout out to Ropes by Coco. She also assisted in putting on. She sat by me, so we shared the sub together.
That's cool.
At the dinner table. And it was just really, really, really well put together. They had it in an Airbnb. So it there was a whole backyard. It was just
that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. I can imagine how much it took to put on. Like there were live performers.
How much was
cocktail hour. Is
it ticketed?
It is ticketed.
Nice.
So they limit you and you put if you're a big letter or a little letter. So the little letters had to get there 2 hours before all the big letters to know like what the rules were.
Girl, can you imagine paying for an event and you got to serve niggas?
No, that's what you sign up for in BDSM. Like they loved it. And what's even crazy is the little letters weren't allowed to look at the big letters. So when we were walking, they couldn't have eye contact with you. So some of them were like,
so they didn't eat?
They didn't eat with us. No, they served us. They ate before dinner. So they served us. It was just really
not go get your own food.
They just ate upstairs before the big letters had even arrived. And it was really in a realm of BDSM where I'm like,
was it black and white or all black?
It was all black. It was all black.
That's lit.
There was maybe only 2 couples at the table. Otherwise you had the big letters and little letters. So some of them came as couples, but there were a lot of just little letters that were serving couples as well. And no, it was all black. Like I said, everyone was dressed so beautifully.
What'd you wear?
Bitch, so I didn't get the memo that they was wearing gowns. So this was my first time coming. So thank God I saw the invite and knew it was all black. I wore an all black just bodysuit with heels. So I still was kind of cute. But when I saw bitches with gowns, I said, oh, bitch,
y'all going to prom and I'm going to Scarlet.
But also, it was some of the most just beautiful black people too. Everyone that was there was like, oh wow, this is gonna turn into even a play part. Everyone was just really attractive.
Out of pure curiosity, the little letters.
Yes.
Were they primarily male, female?
No, there was only one little letter male, which I would love to see more of. And he actually did reach out and was like, I would love to serve you. I told my ex about it and I'm like, it's weird because I know I've been dom in a way of making niggas my bitches. Yeah. You know what I mean? And pegging and dominating in a sexual way. Yeah. And I was like, it's so crazy because I don't know if I would be aroused by just doming a man and
can he wants to do laundry and stuff?
Probably tell him to clean my house, tell him to massage my feet.
I'm serious.
No, that's what they do.
Yeah.
He would come over and if I say, fold my laundry.
Whoa.
Yes, master. And he's down to serve in that fashion. He's actually 6'4". He had a nice body.
That's little letter.
Dark skin. To where if I saw him outside.
Let me get him.
I'll send you his page.
That's real. That's
really cool.
I
already paid for an assistant, and honestly, she's great. But now that I like her, I can't have her do anything that's fucked up because I like her.
Yeah, and he definitely wants to be just subbed and
that's really
I don't think he wants to be humiliated or degraded, but he wants to serve.
Yeah.
And he literally, and I was like, serve me, nigga. I don't know. And I even asked my ex. I said, what would I want? What would I ask for? Because he's had a slave before, and it just got too slavey for him to where he was like, this ain't even.
Ooh, what's too slave?
I don't know. I think she really wanted the dynamics of she can't turn on the light. She can't speak without getting permission.
Slavery.
Whoa.
Yeah. And it was just okay,
Django.
I don't know if this turns me on.
Did you say Django?
He did she did just say Django.
See what I'm saying? She said real slavey. What the fuck? I tried to think of most slavey shit I could, and Django came to mind in the moment.
Okay,
What?
so yeah.
Cancel me because I brought up a fucking movie.
So yeah, that was my tip for
women.
For women. What about you?
My best one actually came from Venus, and it was all about eyes. Like, I think, and then we talked about like hooking up, obviously, on her episode, but I remember her like pulling my face up and like, I mean, clearly I was eating pussy, but yeah, like she was telling me to look at her a lot. And I don't know if she was saying it or if she was directing me with her hands. I can't really remember, but I just remember that. And I think that a lot of times, sometimes I get so nervous where I won't look at someone, but it's not like it's one, looking can be very, very deep and like you can really connect with someone, but also looking at them can really be nasty and could turn you on.
I love it.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not gonna lie. Like, and I'm not a head person, but like now when I get head, I want you to look up at me while you eat my pussy. Like, I do like, also because my favorite position is from the back, there's not many times I look into the eyes of my partners. Like, I like it from the back, and I'm not turning back to look at you like the shit. My neck hurt. Now I got a crook in my neck. So like, if you're down there eating my pussy and I know I can visibly look at you and you can look up, then yes, that's probably one of the only times that we can look at each other.
I honestly was very scared of eye contact because I'm so emo that I thought eye contact meant I'm going to be in love with you.
You be in love with everybody you have sex with, no?
I know, but sometimes I try not to. You know what I'm saying? But now I've learned that it's actually something that could turn someone on. So, horrible decision for this week, all about porn. Wanted to bring up a few things I found interesting from the book that I read. This one I thought was like, what the fuck? People who view porn regularly are less likely to get married than those who don't.
Oh.
Researchers. One moment.
There you go.
Researchers suggest that this may be because consumers see porn as a substitute for sexual gratification in a relationship, according to a 2016 study from the Eastern Economic Journal. That to me was fucking wild. But also, porn has kept me from like going out and meeting niggas.
Yeah.
Like I'll masturbate and watch porn and be like, oh, I'm done.
I'll think I really want some dick. And then I'll just masturbate and be like, I'm so glad I didn't have nobody in my house.
I know.
Like, I'll be so like, thank God I didn't pick up my phone and really invite that nigga over because now I'm good. And now let me just go back to watching Housewives. Like, yeah, like I'm either gonna masturbate and go to sleep, or I'm gonna masturbate and get excited to watch TV.
Bro, it's so funny how like my masturbation routine, if I'm like being totally honest, there's times where I'm like feeling really sexy and other times where I'm just like, I just need to get this out. I masturbated the other day and was like talking nasty and like having really crazy thoughts. Like I be talking out loud like, oh yeah, daddy. Blah. I come and then I was like, oh my God, what am I going to watch?
I have a new thing now. I have a new thing. When I watch people like during porn, it's like I just like to tell them how nasty they are.
Oh, okay.
That's literally what gets me out. I be like, y'all are so nasty. Like, while I am rubbing my pussy, I just be like, damn.
I don't know why.
Y'all some nasty niggas.
Because that's like you're
because I watch it, but the way I enjoy porn, I do like to envision that they are doing that in front of me. Like and maybe that comes
myself in it, like,
but maybe that bitch, it just be dicks.
No. Like I pick a person.
No, it'd be dicks.
How to pick?
It'd be two. It'd be two dicks.
I
can't imagine being one of them because I don't know what it feel like to really be rammed like that.
You peg.
Yeah. I was gonna say
I do, but to me, when I'm watching gay porn, like to me, I imagine them putting on a show for me, and I think maybe that comes from the sex club. Like, there's so many times, like me and my partner have gone to the sex club,
or we're voyeurs,
and we just watch.
If you had to guess how many hours you've put in
at the sex club, do you know? Shout out to Daniel.
You slept there sometimes.
We've slept there. We woke up and ate breakfast with Daniel.
That's
like I have been there late night. I don't know how many hours because when we go, we'll probably go around midnight. And mind you, when we leave, it's sometimes 6 o'clock in the morning.
Do you think you've put in more hours?
And all the sex clubs that I do go to outside of NSFW, but normally the play area, there's that like there's a curtain away from the window. The other sex club that I go to in Brooklyn, there are literally no windows. So you get lost in what time it is, especially because bitch, I be on shrooms. I done had Molly. Like I be drinking and everyone is just so friendly. Like I've been in this sex
Not
club.
them being friendly.
The niggas are so friendly.
Can I just say, and whenever people go to sex clubs, like for real, I don't know if you've ever, when anyone's listening, met someone that's frequents in the lifestyle. The first thing
we
they
all
say
know each other.
is everyone's so nice.
No, but everyone
You know
is
what?
everyone
Sounds
is
like it's giving cult.
No, everyone is respectful. Everyone is kind of there to just enjoy themselves. When you're really in the lifestyle and it's not like I said, when I went to Trapeze in Atlanta, you could tell people were there for the first time. The way the men were like just overly aggressive, the way just the dress code, clearly I told you there was a smell in a room. Up here, I've never had that experience here. And so when people are really in there, like, mind you, we be going, my ex was dapping niggas up. I was giving hugs. Like you see a lot of the same people every time. Yeah. Like, it's like, what's up, man? Like, how is everything? How's the family? And then now we're all sucking dick after we receive the consent speech.
Isn't that fun? Who got the kids tonight? All right.
No, it is. It's crazy like that. So, but yeah. You talking about porn? Are we talking about porn? What else were we talking
I just
about?
got a nasty text. I'm sorry.
Oh, because you really in your phone. I'm like, I know the
really-
outline didn't just make you smile.
I gotta lie. I just had a flashback like 2 minutes ago.
Are you serious? What was yours?
A flashback of what?
This morning.
Oh, you just got your dick sucked this morning?
Yeah.
Not stumble in. Thank you, Eddie.
Oh boy! Wow!
Who you met there? You met somebody there last night?
It was me and my girl. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot you do.
Yeah.
Damn, my bad. And I just be telling bitches to go slide in your DM.
Yeah.
Sorry, Eddie girlfriend.
Whoop. But yeah.
Well,
I was like,
was
stuck
she
for a
okay
second.
that I gave you a scalp
this
massage?
is our life, and she
Yeah.
needs to deal with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's cool. She likes guys.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Fine.
See?
All right.
Was she backstage at our show?
Yeah, I feel like I met her, right?
No, she didn't come this time.
But
Yeah.
I've met her before.
She came to Caroline's or something?
No, that was another girlfriend.
Oh. Oops. Okay, we're saying too much. Get back to the outline.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Yeah, but Eden doesn't
Damn,
edit.
now she's not going to feel special because apparently you bring all the girls to the horror
Hey,
position
wow,
show.
This is job.
Wow, exactly.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, that part.
You know, bring your girl to work. It's like a Christmas party. By the way, we supposed to be having a Christmas party for the studio, and
When is that gonna happen?
I don't fucking know when it's gonna happen, but I was thinking if
I haven't drank with Mandii yet, and I'm kind of upset about that.
hold on. First of all, we ain't paying for clients.
Didn't you drink with me at the New York show? I made shots for everybody. I killed 2 bottles.
No. No.
You didn't get a shot of Jameson with me?
Mandii, where does your alcohol go?
Yeah, because I killed 3 bottles
Damn.
in DC. A bottle of Tito's, a bottle of vodka, and a bottle of Hennessy White.
My bottle and shoes. I took your. Oh, okay.
And I took hers and brought it home.
But no. Like, how do you? For real, like
I don't know. Patrons came and drunk with me, and I mean, mind y'all, I really am 5'1". People really think I'm shorter than that when they meet me. And the way I drink, I keep up with like. Maybe because I like party with athletes for so long and them niggas tall as fuck. And I used to just always keep up with them. I don't know, but I drink a lot. It's really the secret is club soda. It's really the sugar that fucks you up with liquor.
You don't drink water in between?
Oh, and I drink water like a motherfucker.
Good.
But vodka soda lime is my shit.
Yeah,
If I drink tequila, it's tequila soda.
This is like just me observing. When you're drinking like that, I think the entire time I've known you, you get in waves of fucked up. You've like maybe you.
It also depends how much I ate
for like
that day.
10 minutes, and then for suddenly it's gone. And she's like, "Oh, time to re-up."
Oh yeah, like
You were drunk as fuck before we got on stage at DC, and it went away.
Yeah. Because I was drunk because I got there early and the venue was a fucking shit show. So I was stressed. Like, I was fucking stressed.
Not them not having Wi-Fi.
Wow.
Oh, not only did they not have Wi-Fi, I asked specifically about furniture. I asked specifically about a headset microphone. I asked
remember you
specifically.
mentioning that too.
I asked specifically for a lot of things. I got there and they were like, "No, we were communicating with people in New York the whole time until the night before the show."
They're contracting, so it wasn't even like we could have prevented it.
Then I got there. It was my favorite venue up until they don't have a kitchen anymore. So literally it was set up chairs. I hate set up chairs. Like even when Weezy and I were putting on our own shows, I don't want chairs just set up. I want to set up
chairs.
Like
they just foldable chairs that are just
foldable chairs. I hate it. I want people to either be able to enjoy like dinner and a movie or like theaters. I don't want you to just have to place chairs on an open dance floor.
It looked.
I hate it.
I disagree. It looked really nice the way they had. I mean, I know they were foldable chairs, but the way that the theater is, there might be a concert, so they can't have theater seating.
I get that.
You know what I mean? But I wasn't mad at how that setup was, because a part of me kind of enjoys everybody having to focus one way. I will say the best feedback I received the entire tour was from people that sit in the front or VIP always have the best experience, and it's because they can see everything. Brianda told me we should hook up a camera, because you know those side screens? She's like, for people that can't see or have obstructed views, there should be a camera on something so they can watch.
Okay, Miss Budget.
All it is a camera dude plugged into the screen.
They charge a fee for that.
A grip.
So crazy.
But
I Googled it for like our LA show. It's like $600.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
yeah, but I mean,
$600 is a lot.
But to do that, the venue got to do it.
No, but no, we got they don't. Like,
gotta pay.
like literally, there was an area because our VIPs in New York, in DC, it was a sold out show. So everyone that was on the comp list, they were like, we could try to squeeze some chairs, but they all have to stand up. So that's why it was on standing room for our comps. So we had over 20 people just walking around the venue. I mean, fuck it. And there was a whole area side stage where there was a TV, and we were like, I think Asante or Vinny were like, oh, well, they can just watch the show from here. And the motherfucker looked like, they were like, oh, y'all are bringing a camera crew? Like, you have to bring all of that to the venue, and then they will charge you if you're like, there's other fees.
You pay for having
you pay to record your show. If
they pay us, can they not just do it?
No.
If I ask for vodka, they bring it?
Yeah, but that comes out of the budget then. So how you like a really nice payout at the end, that shit will get cut if it costs more for the show. Yeah.
All right, well, my bad. I tried to hype it up. Just buy VIP.
Yeah, no.
And by the way, everybody has a good time. I just was asking people, like, what would elevate the show for you? And it's not us. It's when we like bring someone up and maybe they'll turn, and if you're to the side, maybe you can't see. But like generally any show, like you have a decent view of us. I think in any seat. Yeah. It's really for like the little shit that's going on. Like I got my titties licked at the show in DC. Someone would have maybe wanted to see that from the side and they couldn't.
Yeah, they wouldn't have been able to see it at all because you had your nipples licked by.
It wasn't my nipple.
Not your nipple. It was your
cleavage.
Tit. You had your cleavage licked on by two people, so both of those people obstructed you anyways.
The fuck?
Like there was no way to see. Show. And then so if you want them to see it, a camera person would have had to be on stage recording it. Like
first of all, it was my homeboy and his girl. Shout out to Juan and Alicia. They were in the front, and I really wanted a couple to come up and do one of the things that we were doing during the show because I was like, oh, it'll be fun. Like, and then I didn't even bring up titty. We had to do a tiebreaker. She did.
I think I was just like, y'all should lick it off of her.
Yo, I swear you did some shit like that in New York.
What I do in New York?
But I swear,
to me?
Yeah. She's like, you guys should get on Weezy. I was like, oh.
Well, no, she did it to me in DC. In DC, she's like, yeah, let's see how you throw your ass back in doggy style.
You made me do it too.
I had to throw my ass back on her. And I'm like, Weezy, I don't want to just show everyone how to throw my ass back in doggy style. Then my whole titty popped out. So they really got something in the front row. They saw a whole goddamn titty. They did not pay enough to see my titty.
You know what the front row really gets? That was the titty I sucked that had breast milk in it. It's always a good time in the front.
All right.
Anyway, back to porn. So, obviously many people turn to porn to cope with negative emotions like loneliness, grief, but research shows that porn actually is associating with an increase in loneliness, an increase in lower self-esteem and negative body image.
We've talked about that before on the pod.
And another one that I thought was dope was, not dope, but interesting. Pornography has shown to increase marital infidelity by 300%.
That's not surprising, especially because say you're watching things in porn that your wife or husband it's just like a hard no. Or you are looking at people who look different than maybe your partner. So
you don't throw that ass in a circle.
No, so that's what I'm saying.
But Misty Sky does.
So now you want to see what that is like.
I too want some ebony pussy.
Wow.
And maybe you're dating a whole white woman.
Can I say that whenever I want to find like black girl porn, I hate that I have to type in ebony.
That is kind of whack.
I don't.
I mean, it's annoying.
I love the word ebony.
I just put black.
Then again, I put Latina often.
We go to our own kind.
I definitely don't do Spanish.
I don't
do y'all search up
Spanish?
Spanish?
But I stopped saying that. I now say
Why would
Latina
I
or Hispanic.
Why would I look up Spanish?
Do you do Latino or
They from Spain. They look white.
Yeah.
You don't type in Latina sometimes?
I don't watch Latina porn at all.
Oh, I switch it up, girl.
No. Black.
Sometimes I don't like the shit in English. I like a little Brazilian.
Black gay thugs.
Nice.
And then when I want it to be more sensual, I use Ebony.
That sounds like a great movie.
Ebony gay thug?
Ebony, no, I leave off the thugs. It's just Ebony gay. Ebony.
When do you feel like you want the thugs? Like when does that like?
Because I don't like watching twinks. Like I don't like feminine presenting men.
Okay.
So I type in thugs when I want the nigga to be tatted or with some dreads or like real muscular and masculine. Like, and I like two masculine men. I don't like when I get into the porn and now maybe the man has his fingernails
She wants
painted.
two tops that looks like one slipped in.
Yes.
It's like, who will fuck who?
I like verse. I like watching verse men too. So I don't like the twinks. I don't like seeing really small, petite men either. So that's why I type in thugs because it's
if
more
Mandii
of the masculine.
could construct her own porn category, it would be NBA.
Oh, I be looking for the tall niggas. I wish they looked more like
Do you ever?
NBA
She kind of sound like a Tinder filter.
No, I never searched tall, actually.
I feel like there's certain adjectives like we could be using.
Let me see. I would say
I actually don't use tall.
I've never typed that in, even though I would like to see it. Tall gay.
Like I love when I can tell they're tall.
Oh wow. Guess what's the first thing that came up when I typed in the word tall? Tall girl, short guy.
Oh, that's not surprising. That doesn't surprise
Tall
me.
girl, big ass.
I mean,
See, when you look up tall black, it's just BBC, really.
Tall redhead gets caught.
Oh wait, tall black gay thugs.
Oh, it's there. Wow.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's one of my favorite ones.
Wolf.
This light-skinned one. Hold on, what is
Sorry,
his
Wolf.
name?
I'm sorry.
'Cause I be watching him.
The light-skinned dread.
The light-skinned dreadhead. He does a lot.
Hey, click on it.
He does a lot of shoots. I really like
girl,
him.
not a
And his dick is really big.
biracial girl.
All right. Can we not have the speaker on while you're?
What do you mean? Not have the
Rasta
speaker on?
fucking is best when
not
it's
have
with
the
a
speaker
big
on? That's the
Rasta
point.
dick. That's what this is.
Turn the speaker on.
Damn, what is his name? I can't remember his name.
Thugseduction.net.
No,
There you go. Maybe
Turn the speaker on. For
they
real.
have really good.
Oh, no, it's on.
No. We don't need to have
What
the
do you
speaker
mean?
on.
He's just jerking off. It's
Girl.
quiet.
That's the
You
point.
can't hear sucking.
We
dick,
need to hear
really.
the shark. Yes, you can hear.
Yeah, but not this. See the audio. You hear more of the fan in the background.
That's because the other dude's not really.
That is a big old.
The other guy's a twink.
Samson. That's his name. Sorry, I couldn't.
Samson.
Yeah, SAMSON.
That sounds like
As a straight man who's very confident in his sexuality,
Go to the middle.
is-
Let's get some
this
more
is-
noise in here.
Bothersome.
it's a lot.
Yeah, no. See, I don't like all the there's too much dick sucking.
Why
Why
is
are we
it so
already
quiet?
He looks
why
high
are we
as hell.
8 minutes into dick sucking?
He look.
He looked like a nigga from Miami. And he got tats on his
It
face.
sounds like he eating spaghetti.
He does sound like, and that is not skinny enough to sound like
That
spaghetti.
is not spaghetti.
All right, you could turn this off. Like now I'm gonna call HR. I know we come in here to talk about sex.
What the fuck?
But I don't want to watch this at work.
Wow.
Like
You
this is-
watch the
this is-
shit shark.
This is bothering me. I don't like that we listen to
Is it
sharks.
because you're getting turned on?
No, this is just not what I want to do while I'm at work.
She's getting turned on.
Take it off of the screen edit.
Okay, sorry.
Damn.
Not Mandii being uncomfortable
Yes,
at thug seduction.
Because we have Eden and Wolf in the room.
Right
two
before
men.
she goes,
I don't want,
Samson.
like his name is Samson.
Shut up. Mandy's uncomfortable because
I just don't want to watch
you ain't
that.
saying
now
nothing
you know
when
you
the
can search
fucking
up,
when the
Tall
dude
Black.
came out with a jock strap on in our show.
Who did that?
Oh, the demo. The pegging demo.
It was a live performance.
I mean, that was a live
This is not a live performance. We're recording this and like, no, I don't want to watch it on. No.
At least now you could you know you can search up tall.
Thank you, Eden.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that.
See, he was down for it and you weren't.
Branding.
Who does horrible decisions? Let's just get on the couch, Eden. Hey, Mandy, you go push some buttons. Okay. So these are some of the most extreme shoots that porn stars have ever done. Oops, sorry. All right. This one is fucking hilarious to me because of the name. One of the most memorable scenes I've ever shot for was a private custom video. It was a lesbian pie throwing, splooshing three-way. The Three Stooges.
Wait, pie throwing? Is it real pies or pie? Like
I think it's
cream
real
pies?
pies. The price was right, and I couldn't. It was lesbian. I couldn't turn down such a unique offer. 2 female performers and I met up with the guy and his long-term girlfriend in their gated community. We spent the afternoon making pies with custard and various berry fillings in a rec room they had rented for the day. He had hoarded the pie filling and the crust for months, buying them piece by piece because he didn't want unwanted attention by buying them in bulk. Nigga, how guilty you gotta be? If I saw somebody buy
They probably should have just waited to film this around Thanksgiving. Nothing is unsuspecting
I
about
would
pie
never
filling.
think if someone fucking bought 100 pies that they were using it for porn.
Right, I would think it was like a pie bake. Like,
Yeah,
you know, like
pie
when
off.
they, like either a pie
Donating
off or like
a
Pie eating
mission.
contest.
Yeah, like if a nigga was in the fucking grocery store and had 100 pie crust, not anything in my nasty freaky mind would think, you about
this
to do
is
some
just a porn.
nasty kinky shit
You're
with
gonna
these
fuck
pies.
it. You're
That is a
about
little
to fuck
suspicious,
that
though.
pie.
Like, I would not have thought that.
That's a
That's
little
not-
suspicious though.
Not
100
him
pie crust?
hoarding it.
You would
for
think it was for
months.
sex. I would just be like, oh, he's giving away to the homeless.
Pie crusts?
If I saw 100, I don't know, nigga. Anyway, I wouldn't think dick and sucking.
Oh
and
no,
fuck.
I wouldn't have thought that.
And I wouldn't have thought
So
the
all the
homeless either,
furniture
bro.
was
Canned
covered
goods go
in
to the
plastic
homeless.
sheets. They had over 80 pies locked and loaded. We tried to make out in fucking various positions, but they were constantly disturbed by the barrage of flying pies. I had custard everywhere, and I'm pretty sure they didn't get the deposit back on the rental space. It was highly comical and really slippery, and it was literally his total kink. It was impossible to maintain a sexy vibe because we kept slipping off the furniture.
Okay,
And the
sure, good.
biggest concern was not getting the sugary filling in our vaginas because God knows what kind of yeast infection
That
we
part.
would have had. I do remember washing pie from my ears though.
It is crazy. I'm not sure the exact kink for this, but I would assume this would go under the kink where you like to make a mess or you like to see your partner disheveled. Because being covered in food and pie, that's messy. Kind of like how we know
But
people
pie
like.
is specific.
Yeah, but I mean, but they said the custard fillings, which probably emulated semen, and then the
But
fruits
not you
and
getting
stuff.
paid and you got to bake the shit too. Like, can I just show up to the scene with shit sit? Anyway, next one. For this scene, I was asked if I wanted to fuck a friend of mine that I had been flirting for a while, but there was a catch.
Okay, what's the catch?
The catch is, what kind of nail shape were you talking about?
Almond?
Almond or round?
What's
Like
another
that's
one?
good. Coffin.
It would
Pointy?
be in a coffin buried underground for 15
Nope.
minutes.
Nope.
And there would be a night vision camera projecting it on a wall outside. Despite
wow.
being
Nah.
absolutely petrified of small spaces, I actually agreed. That's how bad he wanted to
Yeah,
fuck this crush. It was definitely a memorable experience. I'm glad I did it. I will say
It was memorable because you'll never get asked to do that again. And this is probably the first time you've been asked. I told you I used to love doing things to niggas for the first time because now I know they always gonna remember me.
But I can't believe, I don't know how they got the shit underground. I really want more detail. But anyway, it says a memorable experience. Glad they did it. And that satin lined coffins are not ideal for strap on sex because you slip on them.
So I'm not gonna lie. I went to a haunted house maybe a few years ago for Halloween. And
Oh, you and Crystal.
yeah, and the very last part of it was getting
Oh, you
into
go through it.
You
Yes,
get
I know what you're
said
talking
that.
about.
and you get into a coffin and you could agree to do it or you
It's
don't.
like a slide.
It's a slide,
Yeah.
yes. So a lot of people like say no. And so it's like, oh, you didn't do the whole haunted house. And I, because claustrophobia is a real fear for a lot of people. And
I
I was
wouldn't do
like, okay, I'll get into it if I had to, because you had to be in there for a certain amount
The
of time.
top was closed?
They close it.
Oh, I couldn't
They
do the
literally
top.
spin you around once or twice and then
Yeah,
say,
and then-
and then they let you out. But they trick you into, you have to be in this coffin and this is the final part of the haunted house. And literally I was like, okay, I was just gonna do it. And they spin you around once and you get out and then they're like, congratulations, you completed the haunted house. But a lot of people get to that point of the coffin and are like,
I don't want to
nope,
experience being in a
fuck
coffin.
that.
I'm exiting. There's literally an exit. You choose to go into the coffin or go into the exit. Literally one of the best haunted houses I've ever been to. And it was here in New York.
Damn, I forgot what it was called. It was very interactive.
Very
experience, though.
interactive. Like you have to crawl
Really good.
at one point. You
Yeah.
go down a slide. The best haunted house. And it actually was like scary.
You got to crawl.
You have to crawl.
Yeah.
And you think you going with your friend. Oh, bitch, they separate
separate
you
you.
at one point. So
Oh, hell no.
it's not even like you're just walking steadily behind someone.
Right.
You literally wait in line and they make sure that you're only
you know what this
in the haunted
separation
house with
reminds
your
me of?
friend.
Anyone, please, this is one of my favorite experiences in New York. I talk about it all the time. Valentine's Day is coming up. You got to do it. The Macbeth Hotel the McKitterick Hotel. I think they The play is Macbeth. It is an interactive play. I don't know if they still do it with COVID. I think you just have to have a mask on your mouth. But anyway, you always wear a mask during the play. You do get separated from your partner. Different people pull you into different rooms during the play. You walk into different rooms and watch different scenes of Macbeth. It is fucking amazing. I highly recommend it. It is 100% worth the money. Anyway, next one. My craziest scene had me using a long prosthetic penis. I had a 3-foot ejaculating penis attached to my body with a harness, and there is a tube to apply pressure to the ejaculation device of the director's invention. They shot a few scenes with 2 women, a solo scene, and then a scene with real life boyfriend. Having to place emotion and feeling into a prosthetic penis to make it really look simulated was so challenging, especially while penetrating my scene partners. Not only was the extraordinary size unnerving, but to convincingly act like I could feel my gigantic penis being stimulated really threw me for a loop. I've seen this because I always Google cum shots and bukkake, and I've seen like these
you
weird
can tell it's
dicks.
fake.
Yeah.
I've seen.
You've seen those? It's so weird.
It's the weirdest thing.
Why are you coming across that, Eden?
If you type in cum shots, it comes up.
Yeah, and like facials.
It's so weird.
But then it's like,
so it's a prosthetic dick that they fill up with fake cum?
Yeah, it's so weird because then it's like even the cum, it's like a lot of cum.
It's like they're like drenched.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like it looks like you got slimed.
Yeah.
And so it's like POV where you see just the dick shooting.
No,
come out?
Oh, I've never seen that. It's more like it's they'll act like it's real and shit.
Oh.
And then next thing you know, they're just like covered in cum.
Covered in cum.
And then you see that, and well, when I see it, I'm kind of like, oh.
I mean, I've probably typed
I ain't
in
gonna
cum
lie.
covered. That's probably why.
I don't know the exact amount. And when I get the amount of ounces, I'll let you know. But there's only a certain amount of cum I like visibly seeing. When it's a lot.
When I find out the amount of ounces, I'll let you know. And Mandii, let us know.
I'm gonna figure it out.
To that conclusion.
I don't know, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Like
I'm
3 ounces?
come here with some real numbers.
Not Mandii getting a fucking test tube.
Yeah, but I really don't like a whole lot of cum, but I don't like a little bit of cum.
Can
either.
someone Amazon a Petri dish to WTF Media Studios at 265 Canal Street, Suite 515?
I want.
Get something to measure cum because I need Mandii to tell us. When I find out, I'll let you know.
I research purposes.
I'm talking about like it was like this much of cum.
That's what I'm saying. That's gross.
Yeah,
he was holding
that's
up a
crazy.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
But even like when like a nigga done came on my titties or on my back, when I'm like, nigga, you still coming? Then I know it's a lot. Like I don't want to feel like you just pissed on my
like
back.
Pumps and
like
pumps. And
yeah,
pumps,
like when it really be shooting out, I be like, take it off. But like when it's a good amount, I be like, that was cute.
Oh no, not you. Oh no.
No,
not
I
that.
like-
She'll let
I like
you guys know the amount soon. God.
Yeah, I like a cute amount of cum, not an extra amount of cum.
Love a cute amount of cum. All right, let's get to the fucking home mail, man. The home mail is some fan mail for Mandii.
Oh Lord.
Wow.
First, I just want to say how much I love y'all's podcast.
Oh.
I've been listening to y'all for a few years now, and I fuck with y'all so much. I don't know
Why are you reading it like that?
Because like,
Because they a fan of me, they just gotta sound like that. I don't like that you doing this. Rude. Ain't it rude? Why my fans gotta sound like this? You see what I mean?
Okay, so change it up. Give it an accent. Go.
You know, damn.
no,
Come on.
not fun anymore.
You're so good at accents.
I just don't like being made fun of.
All right then.
Go ahead,
Even though
girl.
I'm making fun of you.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
This message is specifically for Mandii. I actually found y'all's podcast through a cast member, Medina, on one of the shows I produce. I'm forever grateful to her for putting me on. Girl, I feel bad. She got a podcast too.
Shout out to Medina.
She was like, whatever,
Shout out
fuck
to
Medina,
Dirty
fuck
Cocktails,
cocktails,
Dirty
fuck horrible.
Discussion.
This is for Mandii. Well, I am sure you've gotten many of these messages recently with that episode of Rory and Mal where you shared your relationship and breakup. The fact that you were so transparent about reinforcing boundaries, specifically in a relationship that lives in a gray area, moved me to tears. I'm a sap, so don't laugh. As a listener, sometimes it feels like we know you because we literally listened to the entire transition of your life. So to hear you experience a breakup that sucked, I was so amazed to see how you were navigating it. Thank you. Your story reinforces the idea that we can have it all and challenges the scam that most women are taught since little girls that we have to settle. I am praying for you, and I know you already know this, but your person is coming.
Yeah, it's funny. I appreciate that because my friends said the same thing. They feel as though that maybe he didn't even think I would have ever had, I guess, the guts to just break it off because I was so thrilled and
gall.
so in love that I don't think that he thought I had it in me to leave or to walk away or to demand something. And I think, to be honest, when a lot of us, when women are with men that we really love and we don't want to see go, setting those boundaries or walking away becomes harder for us than anything. And I'm just like, well, I know how good he is to me and how dope this relationship has been, that if I don't set boundaries now, that I'm going to end up hating him later. And to me, just being able to demand what I want. And like I said in one of the last episodes of last year, boundary setting has been probably the most beneficial things in therapy I've set forth, because I realized that my boundaries are not for anybody but myself. And so my boundaries in that relationship weren't even for the both of us. That boundary was for me. The boundaries that I set in work are for me. The boundaries that I set in my relationship are for me. Weezy and I have battled a little bit with what my boundaries have to be for me. And so realizing really what your boundaries are and sticking to them just allow you to show up as a better person. And it's now letting him know that if he wants me back, there has to be change that happens. And even seeing him trying to make the effort to see what it is that he needs to do to change in order for us to be back together. Like, it's appreciative. Like, if a man wants you and you set this boundary and he knows he has the potential to lose you and he does lose you, if he really wants you, he'll find a way to show up the way that he needs to.
I just said that this weekend.
Did you?
To like two different women who were literally, shit you not, crying for these guys, apparently, that they were like not stepping forward for them. Like they were just leaving them. I'm like, look, and I know this from personal experience. As a man, if you want a woman in your life, you'll make it happen.
You'll make it happen.
Undoubtedly.
You'll make the adjustments. And I didn't, it's crazy because he expressed it to me. He's like, I see a different strength in you than I ever have before. And not only walking away, but being okay with my decision. Right. Knowing that I've cried plenty of times, because I don't know how many times we done broke up now, but we've gotten back together, and I guess he didn't believe that I would have the power to ever walk away. And I don't think I believed I had the power to walk away, because I just saw
it got a hold.
I felt as though we would be together forever. When I would lay up with him, I saw him with me forever. And in that split instance, I'm like, if I see myself with you forever, you have to know right now this isn't working.
Well, let's clap it up for boundaries. New year, new me.
Set your boundaries in 2022, honey. Like,
that's right.
Set them. And also, if someone wasn't able to show up for you how you needed them to show up for last year, this is the time where walk away. Walk away and let them reevaluate and let them miss you. It's okay to like kind of step away and either go out and see if someone else is willing to show up in that way for you, or just making sure this person is really who you want and need. And you walking away allows that person to also see that same thing. So I did read that email, and it was very heartfelt, and I appreciate it was
really
that.
sweet. And I also like saying about like the transition,
because I didn't want to talk about it, and I think people picked up on it that I didn't want to talk about it, and they did get it out of me, and just expressing that.
I guess that's why it was a bit surprising, because I mean that is a very personal thing of your end. Even though you were like, as much as you really displayed out the best of times, you really showed the hardship.
It's not easy to me. It's not easy to talk about how someone's disappointed you when you hype them up.
Right.
But to me, that's also, but to me, it's reality. Like, and I think that that's where I did appreciate sharing it, because it was a conversation that me and him had. Like, we now don't view each other as perfect, which is great, because...
What does he think about you talking about what happened on...
I mean, I told him I talked about it on that specific episode. Again, he doesn't like that I share a lot of the things I shared, but even when I shared that, we weren't talking. So I really thought like, whatever, our relationship is done. I'm out. I'm ready to date. I'm seeing other people. Yeah. And so when we did get back into talking as often, I let him know, like, I shared it on the pod. Sorry, but it's out there.
Was he pissed?
He did it. I mean, that's the thing though. We've had a lot of talks about that. And again, like we receive, we communicate, we have different definitions to a lot of things. Yeah. And so that's where a lot of it not only miscommunication, but a different handling in my feelings and his feelings. And we've just, talked those things out. But like I said, like, it's important for me right now to be alone.
Yeah.
And I'll get back with him if I choose that it's right for me. But I have a lot of things I'm working through in therapy as well that are really coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because I'll have therapy and it'll be something that he's noticed. And it's like,
so
I don't even tell him what I talk about in therapy, but I'm like, nigga, I just hit this with my therapist. And so there's a lot of things that we're learning
them
each
both
other.
being able to get paid the same rate.
No, don't do that.
Bruh.
No, but he does. He literally hits on things that I'm working through in therapy. And for me to show up as I need to, that's important. So, again, I'm excited, y'all. We got some dope guests coming up. I want you guys, we have yet to have a drag queen, which, by the way, I have been stalking all the people from Drag Race. So I'm hoping to get somebody in here from Drag Race. And
we gotta have Flame Monroe.
No, well, Flame wasn't on Drag Race.
No, I mean, just like...
Well, when we go to LA, maybe we can make that happen if she comes to New York. But there's just a lot of things within the BDSM space and the lifestyle space and just sex that 5 years later, somehow we still haven't gotten on here. So
if you think you have a story even that's wild, or a partner that you guys have a particular situation and you want to come out horrible and talk about it, not like Maury, but bitch, I want to have a live home mail session. I've been saying this for years. You live in New York, Philly, Jersey, somewhere close, and
want to embarrass
we
yourself.
We should do a call-in.
Mandii and I talked about that. It's a lot of production. Like, I actually was talking to iHeart about that.
Yeah.
But like, since we the call-in thing, I like the idea of, but we don't even do Zoom guests, right? Like, if y'all are in town and y'all fighting, just come through.
Yeah, but also like even during the live shows, even experiencing it at Rory and Maul's live show, live questions also don't always hit. They drag. Some people don't know how to share stories.
It
some
has to be heavily edited.
Some people don't even have a fucking question. They just want to hear themselves talk. Yeah. So even for the live home mail that we do at the live show, sometimes it just gets
why
stale.
People raise their hand. Like, for the
I don't know why
contest,
the fuck they raise their hand.
I'm not gonna say in what cities, but we'll bring up someone to, like, literally, I'm telling you, we need to, like, see you shake your ass. It's not a surprise. And they get up there and they're like, oh, I can't. Like, I'm not good at it. I can see if you get nervous that you're looking at hundreds and hundreds of people.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna.
But you telling me that you can't shake your ass after we said come up here if you can't.
Like, we're having a Miss America to work contest. Hello, there's gonna be some twerking.
I hope so.
The word twerk was used. I just want to say.
I hope so.
Ass shaking maybe got to be used.
Yeah,
because I ain't gonna hold you.
Shaking, bro.
I do want to say too, just shout out to Miss Cat because she had a whole ensemble on, and
one girl did the split, so I ain't mad at that.
They was doing split.
Those girls in New York were twerking, right? They were fun.
Yeah, it was fun. But
I don't know how she did that in her jeans. Anyway, whorehive.com, come get this merch that we're wearing.
Get your merch.
Send your home mail to horribledecisions@gmail.com. If you send them in the DMs, we lose it a lot. Subject home mail, please, in the email.
Absolutely.
Go to patreon.com/horribledecisions. Check out the episodes that we put out every single week on there, and join us on our live town hall
once a month.
Ooh, I'm getting lightheaded, bro.
And then, yeah, if you are a top tier hoe as well, y'all know every 4th month you get a special item. So these mugs have been sent out. We have canvas. We have t-shirts. We have also just unique designs. This is our older Patreon unique design. We have another one that y'all may have seen with our cartoon as well.
Canvases.
We have a lot of different things. So go on over to patreon.com/horribledecisions. We're going to leave you guys with a 5-minute bonus clip at the end of this episode. And if you like what you hear, go on over again to patreon.com/horribledecisions. Make sure you check out as well our other podcasts. If you have not gotten enough of us, Weezy has her other podcast, For Fact's Sake, with Eddie Delaseppe. And I have my other podcasts, See the Thing Is, with Bridget Kelly. That drops every Tuesday. And then also Period Sis, which are really like 30-minute shorts of women sharing their tales of womanhood. That is Period Sis Podcast, wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. And again, if you haven't yet, make sure you join the YouTube If you want to see us,
God damn, Mandii.
what,
Fuck.
bro? This is the top of the year. I want to act like I'm actually doing my job and I'm professional
joking.
at it.
I was like, fuck. What else we got?
Go on over to YouTube and watch us. Just type in horror. We pop up Horrible Decisions. You can see our guests and you can see us. And then also make sure you
subscription box?
Also make sure you follow us on all of our socials. Horrible_decisions on Instagram, @horriblepod on Twitter, and aside with my Period Sis podcast. Of course, it is brought to you by none other than my company, Official Box Owner.
Hey.
So go on over to Official Box Owner, use promo code WDP and save 15% off. We are going to leave you with a 5-minute bonus tip.
WTFmediastudios.com.
Oh, there we go.
265 Canal Street. You have
right.
2 rooms.
If you want to come and record here, you can have that. And you could have Yomi, you could have Wolf, you could have Dave. Who knows if we've hired somebody new by then? Come have a photo shoot, record your shit here. We have 2 studios now because y'all supported us so much. We were able to build a second one. So come through.
All right. And this has been yet another episode of Horrible Decisions 2022. We here.